So you're wondering and thinking, is a 40-day church challenge right for me? This is training video number 4 in an effort to help you understand why 40-day challenges could be great for you. In this particular video, we're going to talk about promotion and distribution. Carrying on from best practices in the last video, I want to talk through best practices in promotion and distribution. I think that how you promote and how you distribute the challenge and getting as most people involved as possible is extremely important. So let me talk you through a few things that we've seen. Number one, we work with a really awesome design team from California. It's Plain Joe Studios, and I love their branding, I love their marketing, I love the look and feel of what they create. And so we think that you should use all the stuff that these professionals did in the way you promote it and distribute it. So one of the things that we offer for free with our challenges is a graphics package. It's got fonts, it's got posters and flyers and PowerPoints or pro presenters and social media graphics for every day. Use it. Your communication person on your team will love us. It's awesome. So use the graphics package as much as possible. We also create a promo video for each of our challenges. Very short, and I think they're really well done. But I think the best promotion comes from when key leaders, and especially the lead pastor, is really excited about it and can speak as to why they're excited. So going through the material and being familiar with it is really awesome, because then you can speak with some sincerity as to why you're excited about it. And so thinking through all those things, I think, is really important for promotion. Using our graphics, using our video, but also making it your own and talking about why you're excited. And so I think that promoting it on Sunday services is awesome. I think that using social media and your website is an absolute must as well. Now, I want to talk to you about distribution, because I've seen churches promote it really well that didn't have a great distribution strategy. We think that distribution is as important as promotion. So one of the things that we highly recommend is that as you promote it, you are already ready to distribute the materials. One of the things that we try to do is provide a ton of free resources, but we also believe for the best experience that people should have their own workbook. And so having the materials on site, whether it's workbooks or maybe all the extra stuff like stickers and magnets or bracelets or even shirts, I think is, as you're talking about it and promoting it, really having this stuff already there. What doesn't work is, hey, let's do a sign-up sheet and then get everybody to sign up, and then we'll order the materials, and then we'll come back, and then we'll distribute them all. That usually doesn't have near as well the engagement as, hey, we've got everything ready for you, jump in today. We think that a solid promotion distribution plan starts 4 to 5 weeks out. The reason we think that is a lot of people believe they're effective church members if they only come once a month. And so we're trying to make sure we hit everybody that thinks they're a member of our church at least once as we promote it. So 4 to 5 weeks, having the materials there is really important, so that as you promote it, you're there to distribute it, not to sign up later to get something at some other point. And then what I want to talk about next is the 2 best distribution strategies we've seen. The first is the most common, and the second, I would say, is the most fruitful. The first is the most common, and each of these is awesome strategies. The most common is a shared distribution strategy, shared cost. And so think of yourself as the church, of being the distributor for these books, and you might pay a certain price for them. But we've seen that when you're able to get the price point down to your people to $5 to $10, that you're going to get a lot more engagement. Now, you may have paid more for that depending on your church package size, but getting it to that price point where it's $5 or $10, not a weird number like 7 or 8 or 12 or 14, but $5 or $10, but also saying it's a donation. And so as you talk about it, hey, we believe in this, and so we've invested this, and we're meeting you halfway, or we're meeting you whatever. And if some of you want to give more than that, that's great. If you want to buy a book for somebody that can't and you can give $20, that's awesome. But we're asking for a suggested donation of $5 or $10. So I think that's a really effective strategy to share the cost. It shows people you're generous. It gives people a little bit of buy-in and gets a lot of engagement. One of the other ways, and this is really how people are using it as an evangelistic outreach tool. I've had several churches that have decided we're going to give away free books. And so not only on launch Sunday or kickoff Sunday, whatever you might call it, not only will they give away books there, but some have even been more proactive in saying, you know, we have a church and we may have a school, and we're going to look at every single family that we have, and we're going to hand deliver a book to their home with an invite card to come to opening Sunday. Churches that have done this have seen ridiculous growth in not only small groups, but in worship attendance and offerings for the 6 weeks. And also, a couple of them have done this strategy right before walking into a capital campaign season to try to re-engage with people. And I think it's an awesome, awesome tool. So thinking through promotion and distribution is a must. I would say if ideally you're looking at that from a small to medium-sized church, 5 to 8 weeks out, large to mega church, 3 to 6 months out, so that by the time you're 4 or 5 weeks out, you can promote and distribute and get as much engagement as possible. So come back in our next video. We're going to talk about how does this really grow small groups? What are some things we can do to see that same growth percentage in our small group ministry?